देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवने नाई एमन दयाल दाता पशु पक्षी झुरे पाषाण विदारे सुनी जार गुण गाथा पशु पक्षी झुरे पाषाण विदारे सुनी जार गुण गाथा संसारे मजिया रोहिली परिया से पदे नहिल आस संसारे मजिया रोहिली परिया से पदे नहिल आस अपना कर्म मुंजाए सामन कहे लोचन दास अपना कर्म मुंजाए सामन कहे लोचन दास परम करुणा पहुँ दुई जना निताय गौरचंद्र परम करुणा पहुँ दुई जना निताय गौरचंद्र हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
नाम संकीर्तन की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्रीला गिरिराज कृष्ण की श्री श्री राधा रमन जी की गौर प्रमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैता
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद।
जय जय श्री जगन्नाथ जय चंद्र जय भक्त वृंद।
So, dear devotees, we stopped yesterday with the statement of Muchukunda that a wandering soul from trillions of lives ultimately gets Krishna by association with the devotees. And then we will continue from text 42 of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata, chapter 2, Madhya Khanda. तुम्हारा जय हमारे सिखायो, तुम्हारा ये हमारे सिखायो विष्णु धर्म, तेनी बुझी हमारो उत्तम अच्छे कर्म। You always teach me my duties to Lord Vishnu. This proves that I must have previously performed pious activities. So anybody who gets the instruction in the matter of Krishna consciousness, he must understand that some sukriti he has from his previous lives. In the purport, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, you are teaching me Bhagavad Dharma because I have previously accumulated heaps of pious activities. For nothing you will come in contact with a devotee. Activities performed with a desire to enjoy immediate results are temporary, smarta dharma, or non-devotional atheistic sakta dharma. And the beginning of such activities gives some apparent temporary material happiness, like heavenly pleasures to those unfortunate fruitive workers who are bewildered by false ego and attached to sense gratification, and ultimately they give the threefold miseries of material existence. Although the subjects of non-devotional morality, knowledge and renunciation that are found in Smarta Dharma may at first sight appear immediately beneficial, they do not lead one to the ultimate goal of life. Their fruits are temporary and ultimately yield bad results. But the fruit of cultivating Bhagavad Dharma is the awakening of living entities, eternal, unadulterated auspiciousness. The phrase Vishnu Dharma means supreme occupational duties. Occupational duties in relation with Krishna or constitutional activities of the soul. These duties are explained in the following verse, Hari Bhakti Vilasa. Tatha Vaishnava dharmamscha kriyamanan api swayam sampruchyat tad vidaha sadhun anyanya pritiviruddhaye Sraddhaya Bhagavad Dharman Vaishnavaya Pruchyate Avasyam Kathayat Vidwan Anyatha Dosabhag Bhavet. Although one personally engages in Vaishnava Dharma to increase his love, he should make inquiries from like-minded devotees. When an intelligent person is repeatedly questioned about Vaishnava Dharma by a faithful person, he must glorify the principles of Bhagavad Dharma to such a devotee. Otherwise, he will incur sin. Nakhyate Vaishnava Dharmam Vishnu Bhaktasya Pruchyata Kalau Bhagavato Bhutva Punyam Yati Shatabdikam. It is further stated in this regard that if a devotee of the Lord is questioned by another devotee regarding Vaishnava Dharma and he does not explain those principles to him, then whatever piety he has accumulated over the last 100 births is lost. Wow! So these 3 verses are very important. It tells Vaishnavas must ask question. And when asked question, another Vaishnava must take that as an instruction from Krishna and must attempt to answer with full humility. If a Vaishnava disregards the question of another Vaishnava, then he will lose the piety accumulated over previous 100 births. So this is very, very heavy. That means Krishna consciousness is the only way of life. You cannot say, I am doing bhajan, so I have no time to answer your question. You cannot say like that. So, Tarun, who is that boy who was asking very good question? Chiranjit was asking very good questions. He was reading the lessons very nicely.
He asked me, then I said I will make him to talk to you.
Actually, yesterday this question, what is first, attachment or fear of losing? Actually, this is a bad question. I was meditating. Attachment and fear of losing both are same. The attachment that we have is a false attachment. This attachment is not real attachment. Suppose I have attachment for Krishna, then I will not fear losing Krishna. Because Krishna is mine. Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite para, tomara sakati ache. A Vaishnava can deliver Krishna to you on a platter. So this question, which is first, which is second, is actually ridiculous. Because the attachment is false. And that is why you have, this is not different. Suppose I have a house and hence I have a fear that this house that I purchased is proper or not, or government is going to break it, or there are so many ways you can have fear, or somebody will encroach upon it. Anything that you are attached, once you have a fear of losing that, like for example, you have a job. You always, particularly nowadays, once you have a job, if it is not a government job, any contract job, you always have a fear of losing, right? And of course, government job, that is why we say, once you have a government job, means you are a son-in-law or daughter-in-law of the government. Okay. But any attachment that we have, once that attachment is false, the fear of losing is the synonym. The question you cannot ask that which is first, which is second. I think these people are asking that question from I and mine. When I said I and mine, actually although I analyze it in a way, but this is again achintya bheda veda tattva. There is difference and there is non-difference. So, and our Abhishek Panchal is there? No, Abhishek Panchal is not there. Abhishek Panchal has summarized, and he has, in the summary, he has written that Radharaman Maharaj said that Krishna cannot, he will never allow Krishna. He has locked Krishna within his heart. But that's wrong actually. He was not hearing, I don't know. I said Radharaman Maharaj was quoting Bilomangala Thakur. And we saw also Bilomangala Thakur, somebody, I think Lila Govind quoted that verse with the translation. Okay. See, and when you answer a question, you go very deep. Intellectual ability is something, if it is not cultivated, you will never be a deep person. Because this question answer about Krishna, regarding Krishna, Krishna is directly involved. And hence, we must always ask question, seek answer, and then question answer process must continue. So this Bhagavad Gita course that we have done based on question, first quiz. Quiz is a little easier because you have 4 choices and then can give, you don't think so much, but still you get some idea. But then subjective questions, you have to really think. And okay. In the Kasi Khanda, Dwaraka Mahatmya, Chandra Sarma speaks the following words. I will not eat anything on the day of Ekadasi. I will constantly remain awake. I will worship you every day with festivals. Every day with festivals. So for a devotee, every day is a festival. I will eat on those days like Ekadasi and Janmashtami, when they are even slightly mixed, being touched by another tithi. I will observe the 8 types of Mahadvadasi for your pleasure. I will engage in your devotional service with my life and wealth. I will regularly recite your 1000 names. I will regularly worship you with Tulasi. I will wear beads made of Tulasi. I will chant and dance throughout the day and night of Ekadasi. I will smear my body with the pulp of Tulasi wood. And thereafter I will sing your glories. I will visit Mathura every year. I will study literatures describing your glories and hear topics about you. I will regularly touch the water that has washed your feet to my head. I will duly accept your remnants. I will touch your garland remnants to my head. I will offer you my favorite item and then take your remnants. O Krishna, I swear before you that I will perform only those activities that are pleasing to you. Wow! What a prayer! What a prayer, eh? Extraordinary prayer. Eh? I think you should exactly copy this and put in Vaikuntha. As everybody has been transferred to WhatsApp to Telegram, हैं? नहीं वो सबको बोलो ना,
सबका नंबर मतलब हमारा भी,
हाँ सबका, हाँ
जिसके पास टेलीग्राम नहीं होगा,
नहीं टेलीग्राम वो you have to install in your mobile. You give to Tarun, he will install Telegram. No, that is no. We have now 200, almost 50, and 53. Huh? So
20% is active members.
So that others are. So we have to. Somebody has to take that responsibility. Call everyone who has not and tell him to switch to Telegram. Wow! I think we will only stop in the purport today only. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 7.7.30-32, it is stated, one must accept the bona fide spiritual master, render service unto him with great devotion and faith. There is no water today here. Whatever one has in one's possession should be offered to the spiritual master. In the association of saintly persons and devotees, one should worship the Lord, hear the glories of the Lord with faith, glorify the transcendental qualities and activities of the Lord, always meditate on the Lord's lotus feet, worship the deity of the Lord strictly according to injunction of Shastra and Guru. One should always remember the Supreme Personality Godhead in his localized representation as Paramatma, who is situated in the core of every living entity's heart. Thus, one should offer respect to every living entity according to that living entity's position or manifestation. So, this is 7.730-32. The essence is that there is a method to practice Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not a sentimental process. This is a divine process. Krishna has set a method. We accept, we get connected to the bona fide Guru Sishya Parampara and accept the principles of Krishna consciousness and practice. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.34, Kavi, one of the 9 Yogendras, speaks to Nimi, the king of Videha, as follows. Even ignorant living entities can very easily come to know Krishna if they adopt those means prescribed by the Supreme Lord himself. The process recommended by Lord is to be known as Bhagavad Dharma or devotional service. And what is that Sarma? What Sarma his name is? Chandra Sarma. Chandra Sarma says, that is Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma is observe Ekadashi, Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Lakshmi Narsingha Chaturdasi. Every day observe a festival for Krishna. Remain awake on the Madhav Tithi and chant Hare Krishna all the time. This is what it is. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11.3.20-30, Prabudha Muni, one of the 9 Yogendras, speaks to Nimi, the king of Vidaya, as follows. A sincere disciple should learn to dissociate the mind from everything material and positively cultivate association with his spiritual master and other saintly devotees. So, you must detach your mind from object of senses. That is only possible if we act from the platform of spiritual intelligence. He should be merciful to those in an inferior position to him, cultivate friendship with those on an equal level, and meekly serve those in a higher spiritual position. Thus, he should learn to deal properly with all living beings. To serve the spiritual master, the disciple should learn cleanliness, austerity, tolerance, silence, study of Vedic knowledge, simplicity, celibacy, non-violence, and equanimity in the face of material dualities such as heat and cold, happiness and distress. One should practice meditation by constantly seeing oneself to an eternal, cognizant spirit soul and seeing the Lord to be the absolute controller of everything. To increase one's meditation, one should live in a secluded place and give up false attachment to one's home and household paraphernalia. Giving up the decorations of the temporary material body, one should dress himself with scraps of cloth found in rejected places or with the bark of trees. In this way, one should learn to be satisfied in any material situation. One should have firm faith that he will achieve all success in life by following those scriptures that describe the glories of Krishna. At the same time, one should avoid blaspheming other scriptures. One should rigidly control his mind, speech, and bodily activities. Always speak the truth. Bring the mind and senses under full control. One should hear, glorify, and meditate upon the wonderful transcendental activities of the Lord. One should specifically become absorbed in the appearance, activities, qualities, and holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus inspired, one should perform all of one's daily activities as an offering to the Lord. One should perform sacrifice, charity, and penance exclusively for Lord's satisfaction. Similarly, one should chant only those mantras which glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all one's religious activities should be performed as an offering to the Lord. Whatever one finds pleasing or enjoyable, he should immediately offer to the Supreme Lord, and even his wife, children, home, and very life here he should offer at the lotus feet of Krishna. One, you see here, one should offer whatever one finds pleasing or enjoyable, whatever you find must be offered to Krishna, including your own wife, children, home, and very life here. Okay? For Krishna, if you have to give up your life, so be it. Like some of the Sri Vaishnavas, they drowned along with the deities when Saivite kings tortured the Vaishnavas, uprooted the deity, and threw the deities into the ocean or rivers. One should further develop an attitude of service toward all living beings. One should especially try to help those in the human form of life, and among them, especially those who accept the principle of religious behavior. I think yesterday I was plucking some of the Karelas, bitter gourd, from our own plant, bitter gourd plant, and I was meditating. I was thinking that, see, this plant, they are able to give their own body to maintain human society. You see, all these plants, they give their body. As a human being, certainly we cannot give our body. That means we must have certain higher purpose. Otherwise, we are less than the plants and trees and creepers. So I was having this meditation yesterday, and how true it is. In human form of life, if we do not aspire for Bhagavad Dharma, then we are less than tree. Yes, we are less than tree. Trees are able to share their own body. When I was chanting Hare Krishna and cutting the Kerala, or I was plucking the Leutia sack, I was thinking they are giving their body. That is why we should do these things. But what happens nowadays, people do not work on the field. They don't associate with the plant. You purchase everything from the supermarket. When you pluck a fruit, pluck a vegetable, you can feel that this person is giving his body to me. It is not like in an ignorance you are bringing it. It is. So that is why in Dayal Bagh, it is mandatory for everyone to give labor in the field, to learn from the plant. Plants teach us a lot. Did you ever meditate like this? Eh?
Little bit, sir.
Eh?
Little bit.
Little bit. Did you ever meditate like that? Never.
Sir, the flower type of
Eh?
flower.
Flower also. When you bring the flower, you feel the tree is giving, sharing his body. Eh? But we get everything from the supermarket. Bari bari karke kaat do. Eh? No sense, no progress in consciousness. So, in a human form of life, we certainly cannot show the generosity that a plant is able to do. So, our generosity is to distribute Bhagavad Dharma. If you fail to distribute Bhagavad Dharma, you are worse than an animal, you are worse than a plant, you are worse than everything being in human body. As devotees thus develop their loving friendship, they feel mutual happiness and satisfaction. By thus encouraging one another, they are able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. That is why devotee exchange is very important. We should stay together, we should have loving exchange, we should feel for each other, we should appreciate each other's service, we should serve each devotee. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord speaks the following words in 11th chapter and 19th chapter. My dear Uddhava, one can give up false pride and prestige by engaging in following devotional activities. One may purify oneself by seeing, touching, worshipping, serving and offering prayers of glorification and obeisances to my form as a deity and to my pure devotees. One should also glorify my transcendental qualities and activities. Hear with love and faith the narrations of my glories and constantly meditate on me. One should offer to me whatever one acquires, and accepting oneself as my eternal servant, one should give oneself completely to me. This Srinivas Krishna is there. Srinivas Krishna should teach all our farmers that when they sow the seed, they are chanting. During sowing the seed, there must be some arrangement by which Hare Krishna Kirtan should go on. Similarly, when you yielding time, we should chant Hare Krishna. When we pluck a fruit, pluck a vegetable, we should chant Hare Krishna. One should offer to me whatever one acquires, and accepting oneself as my eternal servant, one should give oneself completely to me. One should always discuss my birth and activities, enjoy life by practicing in festivals such as Janmashtami, which glorify my pastime. So tomorrow we are going to celebrate the very auspicious occasion of appearance of Srimati Radharani. In my temple, one should also participate in festivals and ceremonies by singing, dancing, playing musical instrument and discussing me with other Vaishnavas. One should observe all the regularly celebrated annual festivals by attending ceremonies, pilgrimages, making offerings. One should also observe religious vows such as Ekadashi and take initiation by the procedures mentioned in the Vedas, Pancharatra and other similar literature. One should faithfully and lovingly support the installation of my deity, and individually or in cooperation with others, one should work for the construction of Krishna conscious temples and cities, as well as flower gardens, fruit gardens, and special areas to celebrate my pastimes. One should consider oneself to be my humble servant without duplicity, and thus should help to clean the temple, which is my home. First, one should sweep and dust thoroughly. And then one should further cleanse with water and cow dung. Having dried the temple, one should sprinkle scented water and decorate the temple with mandalas. One should thus act just like my servant. A devotee should never advertise his devotional activities. Therefore, his service will not be the cause of false pride. One should never use lamps that are offered to me for other purposes simply because there is need of illumination. And similarly, one should never offer to me anything that has been offered to or used by others. My dear friends, please follow this principle. In our kitchen, see, that is why people, if they are using something for their own use, should not be in the kitchen. I always fear people go pick the bananas, pick any fruits. See, anything is kept for Krishna, that is for Krishna. For your own purpose, it should be separated. Or, sometime devotees would like feeling hungry, so some prasadam in fruit offered as whole, not cut fruit, should be there, so that they can go. Like banana, offered banana can be there, and just keep it separate. That will be prasadam. Can you do that? There should be a prasadam desk kind of thing. There prasadam fruit, prasadam thing should be there. Whenever somebody feels hungry, they go there, such that the bhoga is not polluted. I am afraid that it may be happening in our kitchen. Hare Krishna. Firm faith in the blissful narration of my pastimes, constant chanting of my glories, unwavering attachment to ceremonial worship of me, praising me through beautiful hymns, great respect for my devotional service, offering obeisances with the entire body, performing first-class worship of my devotees, consciousness of me in all living entities, offering of ordinary bodily activities in my devotional service, use of words to describe my qualities, offering the mind to me, rejection of all material desires, giving of wealth for my devotional service, renouncing material sense gratification and happiness, performing all desirable activities such as charity, sacrifice, chanting, vows and austerities, should all be executed for my pleasure. Always remembering me, one should perform all his duties for me without becoming impetuous. With my mind and intelligence offered to me, one should fix his mind in attraction to my devotional service. One should take shelter of holy places where my saintly devotees reside. One should be guided by the exemplary activities of my devotees who appear among the demigods, demons and human beings, either alone or in public gathering with singing, dancing and other exhibitions of royal opulence. One should arrange to celebrate those holy days, ceremonies and festivals set aside specially for my worship. With a pure heart, one should see me, the super soul within all beings, also within oneself, to be both unblemished by anything material and also present everywhere, both externally and internally, just like the omnipresent sky. Hare Krishna. What a wonderful thing. So everybody, every day, recite some prayer, right? Some prayer. Of course, Hare Krishna is the best form of the prayer, but simple prayer. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavane Sare Vrisavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are so many prayers. We should memorize many prayers, as many prayers possible, and make a habit to sing these prayers before we go to bed. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Narada speaks to Vasudeva as follows: pure devotional service rendered to the Supreme Lord is spiritually so potent that simply by hearing about such transcendental service, by chanting its glories in response, by meditating on it, by respectfully and faithfully accepting it, or by praising the devotional service of others, even persons who hate the demigods and all other living beings can be immediately purified. I was meditating on this point, Vasudeva. Vasudeva asked the sages how to attain the absolute truth. Naradji was feeling embarrassed because he has attained Krishna as his own son, who is the ultimate form of the absolute truth. And he is kind of foolishly asking the question, how to attain the absolute truth. This didn't happen to Nanda and Yashoda. I was meditating. Nanda and Yashoda never thought how to attain. Krishna left. Krishna was always with Vasudeva and Devaki, and Vasudeva is thinking like this. He was always with. Whereas Nanda and Yashoda, they missed Krishna. They missed Krishna for 76 years or 78 long years. But they were only remembering Krishna in separation. That is the perfection of life. That means Nanda and Yashoda had the complete love. The love of Devaki and Vasudeva is pure, but it is not complete. The complete love that complete love for Krishna that all Brajvasis they had. They never asked this question, how to be perfected. No. They were only living for Krishna. They were only living for Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Kavi, one of the 9 Yogendras, speaks to Nimi. O king, one who accepts this process of devotional service to Supreme Personality of Godhead will never blunder on his path in this world. Even while running with eyes closed, he will never trip or fail. Even eyes closed, your plane is crashing, your body is burning, still you will remain in Krishna consciousness. I had told once, in my dream I am in the plane and plane is crashing. And every part of the plane is getting fragmented. And I am sitting onto a seat belt, and the seat along with the seat belt is collapsing, and I'm just sitting there as if almost, and peaceful. I'm going through that peace. Everything's gone, peace. When you are in Krishna consciousness, you should be always in peace. Always in peace. Sri Prabuddha Muni speaks to Nimi, thus learning the science of devotional service and practically engaging in devotional service of the Lord, the devotee comes to the stage of love of Godhead. And by complete devotion to the Supreme Personality Godhead Narayana, the devotee easily crosses over the illusory energy Maya, which is extremely difficult to cross. Lord Krishna speaks the following words to Uddhava. in Srimad Bhagavatam, my dear Uddhava, because I have personally established it, this process of devotional service unto me is transcendental and free from any material motivation. Certainly, a devotee never suffers even the slightest loss by adopting this process. So, dear devotees, just one purport we read, just one purport, but it has so much of profound concepts from Chandra Sarma's complete, description of Bhagavad Dharma to Kabir's description, Prabhuda's description, Krishna's personal description, to Uddhava, all amalgamation of Bhagavad Dharma. Narada's instruction to Vasudeva. So, these are so nice, so wonderful. And I think that we selected a best part on the occasion of Radhastami. And hopefully, Sri Radha and Krishna will bless each one of you with pure devotional service. A devotee can wish only one thing. I have no iota of devotion to Krishna. But if any one of you have it, then I will be surely blessed. So hence, I can only pray you be blessed with pure devotional service. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Tomorrow we will have Radhastami, and we are going to fast until 8 o'clock tomorrow in the night. And the reason is, what has happened actually, I remember when we came to Krishna consciousness, every festival we celebrated until evening. The reason is, then throughout the day you remain in the mood of the festival. And because we were cultivated in IIT, and you will never think of, oh, we'll have a celebration until 12 o'clock morning, midday. No. So we always fasted until evening, and then evening program, and then you break your fast. So that way you remain in the mood of devotion throughout the day. And this principle was broken until I went to Juhu temple. Because in temple, they follow the Smartha ideas. Smartha ideas, oh, Lord Ram appeared. See, I remember when I was in Juhu temple, even Ram Navami day, they would observe Ram Navami until evening. In the evening, they will break fast. And the year I was there, that time there was a big fight among devotees, and they changed that celebration to noon time, because Lord Ram appeared supposedly noon time. But actually this is wrong. Prabhupada didn't do that. You go to any ISKCON temple outside, all celebration they do only in the evening. Throughout the day they remain they maintain the breath, and it's good actually. But what happens when you say that I will break fast at 12 o'clock, and then you broke your fast, you forgot, oh, there is too much of enjoyment to the belly, then you go to sleep and remain in ignorance. So based on that principle, we decided that tomorrow we will have 6:30 Gaur Arati, and then 7 to 8 we will have class. So tomorrow's class will be 7 to 8, and there will be no late because everybody would be feeling hungry here. And then 8 o'clock everybody will break their fast. So, but our breath, so at morning time until noon time everybody should chant, and you should chant sufficiently. Another thing, suppose you are breaking at 12 o'clock, what will happen? Everybody will be busy for cooking things, right? Normally. Then you will not chant. Right? So, whereas when you do that whole day breath, right, then you are very good. So, you have whole morning time, you are chanting, you have chanted sufficiently good rounds, because if you start chanting from 4 o'clock tomorrow, by 12 o'clock you usually chant 48 rounds, easily, in spite of doing all the program in the morning, including Abhishekam, morning class, everything, still you will be able to chant 48 rounds. So, it's a good way to celebrate. So dear devotees, tomorrow we have this program. So, our program will be telecasted, webcasted, right? Webcasted from 6:30 onwards until 8 o'clock. And all of you can see what we are also breaking fast, in breaking fast what we are enjoying. So, we will show you what is being offered also. And also our Abhishekam early morning also will be webcasted. Those who want to see, please see. And I think we will stop here, given that tomorrow we will have a big day, more chanting, more seva, more service, and hence we will stop here. Maybe because again the question, I must take at least one question because it is there, no? So, this is very frightening. Somebody is asking question, and if you take some excuse, then you lose the piety of 100 birth. This is very dangerous. So, let me see. I will not ask any question. If there is a question, then I will answer. Radhakant Das. No sir, not yet transferred to Telegram. Can't we take professional version of WhatsApp, which allows more than 250 people? What is meaning of that?
ऐसा होता है he's saying if we take this professional version, then we can have
The professional version क्या खुद खरीदोगे? Everybody will purchase or what?
WhatsApp business को
हैं?
Admin I think need to purchase. Participants I think don't need to purchase.
हाँ.
We check it, sir.
I check it because WhatsApp में अगर है and we can convert it to 1000 is good, right? Okay. So there is no question. So you saved my day, but again you made a mistake. It is said that you must ask question, but you didn't ask question. So that is your problem, not my problem. Hare Krishna. Happy Radhastami to everyone. I wish, you have a question.
So, like similar question like Vasudev's point, like in 10th canto we have the like Krishna's sweet pastimes. Then in 11th canto again the philosophical discussion starts. So is there any reason, like the absolute truth, like Krishna's all pastimes and there in 10th canto? After that again philosophical discussion.
Yeah, philosophy, 11th canto is the most difficult canto of entire Bhagavatam. 11th canto is the most difficult canto and as such 10th canto is the most difficult. But we take all of them in the storyline. That's why it becomes easy. Okay? So after Krishna's pastimes were discussed, 11th canto nurtures that in the form of philosophy. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Happy Radhastami to all of you. I hope all of you will attend tomorrow Mangala Arati and make your day wonderful. हरे कृष्ण।